the darkness surrounds us. It's time to light up the night. It's time for Zero Dark 30 with John.
Yay!
Hey everyone, welcome back. It is the Prepared Mind channel. It is Zero Dark 30. We're blasting out of the bunker, heading out into the great unknown, amongst the great unwashed, and high strangeness, folks. And by high strangeness, do I mean stoned out of their minds, drugged out of their minds? That's probably a big part of it. No doubt drugs are playing a huge part of the high strangeness that's going on. But let's pretend that it's not drugs. And that these people, these wackos, folks, are suffering from something else. So let's start with a report that a guy, and I'm not going to mention his name, is allegedly wanted by the DC police. That there's a warrant out for him, allegedly. Well, this man was arrested outside Barack Obama's home. No, wait a minute. He was just kind of in the neighborhood. I'm sure it's an exclusive neighborhood where us plebes, us regular people, we're not really welcomed. And when you're there, you kind of stand out because you're not special like the Obamas and other people in this neighborhood. So this guy gets arrested. Allegedly wanted for arrest for his participation in January 6th, a J6 guy. And we're told by CBS, folks. That's right, CBS told us some very important information, that he had bomb-making materials. Sounds pretty serious, doesn't it? This guy had bomb-making materials. He's a J6er. And he was near Barack Obama's home. Sounds bad, right? Holy shit, some Republican is losing his mind. He's a J6er and he's going to get revenge by taking out Obama? What the hell is going on around here? Well, this is where you read into the details a little bit, folks, and you start realizing that there's some high strangeness going on. Okay, let's get some more facts. The guy says he was near Ashley Babbitt when she was killed, and that he doesn't think she was killed. It's like, okay, which one is it, buddy? Additionally, this guy has been attending nightly January 6th J6 vigils, right? Candlelight vigils for people being locked up. He's attending them, and he's actually been kicked out of group. They just said, get out. We don't want you here. We don't need you here. We don't like you here. You're a fucking weirdo, right? You're off. There's something not right about you. Your cheese has slipped off the cracker, right? Your elevator's not going all the way to the top, buddy. There's something wrong. This guy, his story doesn't check out. Right? He's just a little bit off. And furthermore, folks, the bomb-making materials, thank you, CBS, for reporting that, making it sound like a big explosion could have happened. He had Molotov cocktail-style bomb materials. You know what that means? That means he had a piece of cloth, very hard to find in America these days. He had a bottle of some sort, also very difficult to obtain in these difficult times. And in addition to that, he had gasoline, another very rare substance, hard to find in America, bomb-making materials. So just remember, any of you driving around in an automobile, if you're wearing clothes and you have a cup, a bottle, or something that could hold a volume of liquid, and you're in a gasoline-powered automobile, you too are in possession of bomb-making materials. These fucking people, folks. They're looking to pin shit on you. They're looking to create a narrative that Republicans are trying to kill their beloved leaders. That's what the next distraction sounds to me like. We need to have another Boston bombing. That's what the government thinks is going to happen. If you can trust these people about as far as you can kick them. And that ain't far, folks. High strangeness. You want some more? I'll give you some more. You want the truth? I know you can handle the truth. Hey, here we go. Tiffany and Company, right next to Trump Towers, catches on fire. How interesting is that? Once again, fire. I wonder if it was started with a Molotov cocktail. Now, what we do know is while nobody is running around calling for Obama to be assassinated, of course, we do want him to be arrested, tried, and thrown in prison for being a traitor. While no one's calling for any violence against Obama, there is a lot of violence being called for against Trump. But I could see, I could hear the fear and trepidation that would be coming from the Obamas and all the Democrats if that was actually the case. Oh, they're probably going to be quaking in their little boots, folks. Oh, their little boots. They're going to be so scared when they hear that a J6 wacko who's wanted by the FBI and the Men in Black has actually been spotted, and luckily he was stopped. Now back to Tiffany and Company catching fire. Did it really catch fire? Now, folks, modern buildings, nice buildings, commercial buildings. You see, Tiffany and Company, isn't that one of those really expensive Gucci type places? Don't you think that their merchandise, their store, their building is modernized, cared for? And if there was a fire, that it has a fire alarm system, and that it has a fire suppression system, meaning sprinklers. Yeah, that's how that works. That's exactly how that works, folks. So some Democrat was probably hiding in a clothing rack or under some boxes in a corner. Everyone left for the day. He got out his probably a water balloon full of gasoline and got out his Bic lighter and started flicking his Bic and lit something on fire, caused a little bit of a mess. But I'm sure that the leftists out there want to really promote the idea that, yeah, let's go after these people. Let's go after all these wacko Republicans. After all, they're trying to destroy democracy. Democracy is precious. So in order to protect democracy, we need to destroy democracy by ignoring the will of the people when it goes against their agenda. Folks, it is so strange out there, and I know it's Friday. And it just seems you go through a whole week of this crap, and it's like, how could they get any stupider? How could it get any worse? Well, it can get a whole lot worse. And the stupid folks can get a whole lot bigger, badder, uglier, and in your face. Literally. You know, what does it take for this to come home for the American people and make them realize this isn't a fucking joke? We got a really good taste of that in 2020 during the Summer of Love, when people saw these wackos marching down streets and setting things on fire and going into rages, and the police did nothing about it in most towns, and the police could do nothing about it. And I think the police got a good taste and learned they can't do much about it. That the people have to be willing to be governed. Right? They have to be willing to be governed. think they got a good taste, the cops, the police, and realized, well, if these wacko idiots, just a couple hundred of them, can cause this much trouble in every city that they pop up in, imagine what would happen if the good people, you and I of America, decided we had enough of their shit. Not the police's shit, but the government's shit. Oh, it can swing both ways. This can get out of control both ways, folks. It can, right? Get ready for some high strangeness. And it doesn't have to be drug-induced even, folks. Political frustration, rage. Rage is a big one, right? Founded or unfounded, logical or illogical, reasonable or unreasonable. If you're ready for it, if you understand it, you'll be prepared to deal with it when it comes. Doesn't mean you'll like it, but you'll be prepared. Hey, because chance favors the prepared mind. Aren't you glad you are a prepper? Semper Fi all. I'll see you at the Friday free-for-all.